Within Adalysis, you can easily automate your budgets either at the account level or you can do it by the budget group level. So to set up your management for either section, the setup is the same. So we'll go to our set target and we'll list out what is our daily budget. If we want to use automation, we need a starting place for our current campaign budgets. So we'll show recommended changes for the campaign budget settings. Then we'll go to our performance goal and we'll choose the goal we want for the included campaigns for that automated budget. So is it the most impressions, the most revenue, the most conversions, etc. And then we have to choose our split budgets across. So this is going to look to see, do you have inactive days during the month, which shouldn't be used for allocation purposes. So if you're using ad scheduling, then you might want to use active days only so that we skip all of your ad scheduling times when your campaigns are paused. Now, if the campaigns are brand new, so the reason they didn't have spend is because they weren't inactive, or you don't use ad scheduling, then you'll use all remaining days in the month. And then you'll calculate your suggested budget splits. Here, we'll look at the goal, we'll look at the performance of the campaigns, and say what the budget should be. Now, you have the option to choose minimums and maximum spends for a budget. So that way, if you have campaigns, you always want to spend X amount, or you never want to go over a certain amount, you can set those thresholds. Now, if you set a max amount that's lower than the suggested budget, we'll recalculate the budgets on the spot based upon the new goals. Once you're happy with this data, then you'll apply the new target budgets. And this is an easy way just to set up what budget should be based upon goals. Now, at this point in time, to turn on management, we need to go back and say auto manage the account. Now, at this point in time, when we click OK, we'll use automated management for the included campaigns. So again, it could be account level or budget group level. Now, we'll change your budgets on a regular basis. You can always look at your change log to see those particular changes. Now, when you do this, you can also set up an additional alert. So if you want to see spend alerts, if you're hitting thresholds, if you want to auto pause campaigns when they hit thresholds, or re-enable the campaigns at the beginning of the next month, you have all those additional options with your spend alerts. Now, if you have budgets that are going to change in the future, you can also look at your future target budget settings and change what the budget will be for the upcoming month so that when we hit January 1st, we'll say, oh, you have a new budget. What are your goals? What are your minimums and maximum spends by campaign? And reallocate the budget to start that particular month. Now, in addition, you have rollover options. If you overspend or underspend, should anything be moved to the following month? And then you can email notifications based upon that information. Now, once you've enabled automated management, you can always go back and say, I want to change budget limits. And so that way, if you see your spends, you want to make them higher or lower, you'll have those options. Now, these exact same options exist at both the account level or if you make budget groups. You can add a budget group based on allocation and walk through the same steps to create a budget group and then enable the management. Now, if you have a lot of accounts at once, then you can also use the budget view in your all accounts overview to get more details. So when we go to our budget view, we can see for all the accounts at once how that particular account is pacing, if it's auto managed at the account level, or if it's auto managed at the budget group level, and then you'll see your pacing for each individual set, and you can easily look to see how you're pacing across all those budget groups. If you have auto pause enabled and the campaigns have been paused, then you'll also see the pause icon. So using your budget view across a lot of accounts will let you easily see at a glance how all your auto managed budgets are performing. And by using the automated management tools, you can easily see at a glance across all of your accounts or your budget groups how all your different types are being managed, how they're pacing, and ensure your budget's being allocated properly based upon your overall account goals. Now, if you want to look at other features like how to create a budget group or just allocation, we encourage you to look at the other budget management videos.